Guys, I gotta try this again. That other time that was so laggy. Anyways, let's go ahead and start the beat again. The last one was just terrible, so I scrapped that one. So I'm gonna start with a new beat. So I'd like to once again thank Glenn for giving me a nice donation on Patreon. So, you know, I have my Patreon. Just look my name up, NIro Randomly. I'm a Patreon. And, you know, he gave me a nice donation. And I want to make sure that I give my shout out. I will take that Patreon and I always put it back into my studio. You can see I got myself a legato with the sound effects. You can hear the background music, same thing that Kevin Samuels used. So I'll be able to do all kinds of sound effects like Kevin Samuels with all those whips. So let's go ahead and get started with this. So I will be taking that money. I'm not going to take that money and trick it off on some midget strippers. I will be taking that money and reinvesting it back into my studio. So don't worry, Glenn. The money will go to good use. And it went to good use. I bought myself a legato streamer, and that will help me do a lot of the sound effects, as you can see. So let's go ahead and give a strong hand for Glenn, my man on the Patreon. All right, hopefully this stream is not laggy. Has something to do with sharing screen. So I'm not going to do the sharing screen this time. I'm just going to go ahead and we're just going to talk about the topics and have a discussion. And I'll get rid of the sharing screen because that's where the lagging was coming in. The lagging was coming in from me sharing the stream. I think the struggle streaming, I got to figure out. Maybe I have to direct the landline straight into my computer. Thank you, Quick You, for pointing that out to me. I think when I watched the video and I looked it over, there was a lot of lagging once I went into sharing the screen. So I'm not going to do sharing the screen. I think that's why a lot of content creators are not sharing the screen that much when they go live. Something about going live and sharing their computers creates a lot of lag. So I'm just going to go ahead and we're just going to go and play by ear. So anyway, the first topic was rapper Lil Theze. So I don't know who this guy, rapper Lil Theze, another no-name struggling rapper. And, you know, he gets the bright idea at the gas station to call his boys that he's going to go ahead and they're going to rob this guy next door in the gas station. And you know these gas stations, they got security cameras everywhere. And he robbed the guy in broad daylight. So he goes over there with his boys. They're going to say they're going to go and rob them. But they find out that this guy used to be a retired cop. They find that out later on when they finally go ahead and try and rob the guy. So they go and they try to rob the guy, and the guy pulls out a gun on them, and he shoots Lil Theze in his behind, while the other guys get into the car and run away, and they have all of this in broad daylight. So Lil Theze is pronounced dead on sight. And the retired cop who got shot a few times, he was able to get out of there and get to the hospital. So I'm thankful that that retired cop made it through. That, you know, some of these up and coming no name rappers, it's over for them. So that's great justice being done at that time. So going on to the next topic, we got DMX, the late DMX. I didn't know DMX had 15 kids. This brother was working hard, you know. He was always out there singing and hitting ladies from the back. He was hitting a lot of these hot girls. So while he was hitting everybody from the back, I'm surprised that nobody was given any financial guidance. With all the money that he was making, millions, $75 million from all these records, that when he died, he only left behind $1 million. And now all of them are fighting over not the $1 million, but the $500,000. $500,000 that went with to the greedy lawyers that took care of his estate. Because DMX did not have a will, the lawyers came in and they were going to have one last crack at raping DMX from the back. That's why he was getting fucked in the back by these greedy ass lawyers. They took half of it, 500,000 for themselves, and the other 500,000 were given to the children. And now 15 of those children had to divide the $500,000 that is left. That amounts to only $25,000. He could have taken care of this by getting rid of bad record deals. You know, he made double platinum, so his next deals could have been a lot better. He could have had a living will. The living will would have stopped all of these, greedy lawyers coming in from taking what little money he had left. He would have had estate planning, but these lawyers knew that a lot of these rappers, they ain't got no education. They don't know anything. So they took advantage of him. And also, he did not get married. So usually when you get married, your wife automatically becomes the executor. Because he was not married, now it left an open field for these lawyers to come in and take the money. And then plus the drug use, he didn't have a lot of money left. So it's very sad what went on, but I hope it's a lesson for some of us guys that the reason why I do these videos is that we get lessons. So with DMX, let's make sure that we have a living will, that if we have a spouse, that we tell them our intention with our living will, and that's written down with lawyers. Lawyers are taking care of our estate planning, what happens when we pass away, and that we have life insurance. He didn't leave no life insurance. A guy making that much money should have left something behind. He didn't even leave none of that. And then he had drug use right up to the very last day that eventually killed him. So he could have taken care of that too with the drug use. And then the bad record deals with those he could have gotten over with if he did more advertisement. So I hope this is a lesson for us that from our DMX. The next story is Lil Bow Wow. You just don't know. Oh man, Lil Bow Wow. He's just all over social media. Just simping it with everyone. He's just trying to get with everyone. And now he's being accused of having another baby mama and the kid is his. So, he questions it, of course, because, he watches Maury. I would too. I would also question, you always got to question if you are the father, because you know that even now, you don't even have to wait till the baby is born to do the DNA test. You can do the DNA test while the baby is in the womb. So you can stop a lot of the nonsense before you even get to the delivery room. So I don't know why a lot of people are coming after Bow Wow for asking his girlfriend if he is the daddy. He has a right to do so. And I believe that all men should get a DNA test before signing on the birth certificate. Because once you sign on the birth certificate and you find out later on that the baby is not yours, you are still on the hook for 18 years. So before you sign on the birth certificate, guys, make sure you do the DNA test. So at least you know if the baby is yours or not. And you can even do it before you even get to the delivery room. You can do it while she's in her last trimester. And you find out that you are, that's when it's time for you to bounce and get going. But in Bow Wow's case, he found out that he was the father. So there was nothing else that he could do. So, but he just wanted to make it straight. You know how some of these women, when you ask them about, if that's the baby, all of a sudden they're like, "What do you mean that's my baby? What? I can ask you? What do you mean that DNA? That's your baby? I ain't sleeping with nobody else around here. I don't know what you're talking about." And Bow Wow's like,
"Oh, I just want to make sure that, that's my baby and all. And, I want to do a DNA test. And before I sign a dotted line.
And that's good for Bow Wow that he made sure that he was the baby. Now Bow Wow, he's got 2 kids, man. I don't know. He's just on here tricking with all these women. He's trying to find more women. But I thought he was broke and filed for bankruptcy, so I don't know what he's doing. He needs to wrap it up before he let it go. Before he's out here with these girls. Hitting it from the back, of course. No condom. Just putting it raw. The boy needs to slow down. He might end up like Future. He might grow up to be just like Future. Or even DMX. 15 kids. Wow. And this the guy that was complaining that he was broke, ain't got no money, and he was stunting with fake cars, fake airplanes, fake jets, and he's out here stunting. This guy's gonna have no money left if he keep going at this rate. But anyways, man, let's get on to the next story because this is just struggle of going on here. The next one is about a corporate lawyer, Courtney Cox. I don't know what it is about some of these ladies. The most educated group right now going to school, the people that go to school at the highest number are Black women. They go to school and they get their professional license and degree. I'm a PhD. Become lawyers, doctors, physiotherapists, massage therapists. They pick up all of these big jobs. And you know what happens? They pick the wrong person to get in love with. Even though they become educated, they still end up dating the bad boy and the Thugo. But in this situation, it didn't end up so good. Well, most situations, if you go out with the bad boy, it doesn't end up too good. It usually ends up in death. And that's what happened in this situation. Courtney Cox was going out with Thugo. And, probably the first time they met, she said, "Oh, hi, what's your name?" Yeah, my name is blah, 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 whatever street name he had. And then he's like, "Oh, so what do you do?" "Well, I'm a drug dealer. I go out and kill people. I gunsling. I stick people up, and I deal drugs." And when you say those things to some of these women, their pants start getting wet. And in the case with Courtney Cox, she said, "Oh, that's great. We should date." And these are the same women that pick the bad boys. They go and they get pregnant by these bad boys. And then they become single baby mamas and then come back on social media and say there ain't no good Black man. All these Black men run away. No. It's because you decide to go with the bad boy. And now the bad boy leaves you behind just like all the other people. He had like 4 or 5 baby mamas, but you still want to go out with him. Just like NBA Youngboy. Just like Future. Just like DMX. All these bad boys. They're bad boys. They're drug dealing. Now you get surprised that you get shot and you get a cat bust in your ass. I don't know what it is with these women. They go to school, become lawyers, doctors, but they don't want to go and date the same square, the same professional, same high value man. And if you look at her picture, that lawyer, she looking good. She's real fine. I'd be tricking already if I saw her, Shoot. I'd be all over. But no, she wanted to go after the bad boy, and she got shot and got killed. Now all the family members coming on the TV and they're crying, and they're all pulling on the song. I can't believe this. Courtney, she went out with this bad boy, and we told her no. And now the bad boy puts the cap in her ass. Some of these people come on the TV and be acting surprised, dating these thuggos, these bad boys, and when they get a cat busting their ass or they end up as single baby mamas. Now they want to come back on social media and say there ain't no good black men. No, it's because you didn't pick the right black. There's a lot of professional squares out there, especially the way you're looking. You could have picked her up. Well, black man. Sometimes we do blush. I ain't gonna lie. I saw the Lord, and I would have instantly started tricking. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I would be blushing with you, but that's what happens, and this happens so many times around the world. That these ladies go for these bad boys, and now, when it doesn't work out their way, I don't know what they were expecting to get married to a bad boy. They come on this social media. But anyways, man, I had enough of this struggle love. It's giving me a headache. I'm gonna go to the next story. Robert Deniro. Not always, I don't always talk about black people, but this one involves swirling. So if you don't know what swirling is, pretty much when a black and white spouse they get married. It's another new dynamic. But in this situation, Robert De Niro, I gotta give it up to Robert De Niro. He got a prenup. See, guys, prenups do work. The lead attorney, shout out to the lead attorney. He said prenups do work. All you gotta do, guys, is have a lawyer drafted up. Have two lawyers, one representing you, one representing your girlfriend or spouse. And then both of those lawyers will draft up the contract, and then it works. Prenups do work. If you want to get married to that girl, what have we learned today, guys? First, DNA test. Second of all, get a prenup. If y'all don't get no prenup and y'all don't get no DNA test, and I find out about y'all, I'm going to put y'all in my videos. Don't think I won't be talking about y'all, because y'all already been warned. But Robert De Niro, he did the right thing. He did the prenup, and now he only has to pay the wife $1 million. Same thing with Dr. Dre. He did the same thing with the prenup. So Nicole Young can come back and just keep reserving her, even though you believe this woman, she came at the Dr. Dre's funeral for his grandma and started serving him. But that's why you gotta die prenup. That prenup will always come in and always punch them back. Use that prenup to slap them back in the face. Thank God for prenups. Amen. So Robert De Niro had the prenup. It stopped all the nonsense. Now the lady can't come back after Robert De Niro. Now, you see, Robert De Niro is a high-value man. Robert De Niro is not going to have a problem picking up another younger, hotter lady that's half her age, half her weight, probably has no kids. It'll be easy for Robert De Niro to do that because he's a high-value man. But if you look at the wife, Robert De Niro's wife, she has hit the wall. Even for a black woman, she has hit the wall. She is not going to be able to pick up another high-value man because women are judged by their beauty. So there's no way that she would be able to get a high-value man like Robert De Niro. Robert De Niro, he's just going to dust off, and he's going to just get up another hot girl in her 20s. Easy. Easily. All you got to do is go on Instagram, pick her up, boop, that's it. And that's why, guys, you need to just focus on yourself. If you focus on yourself and become high value, it's going to be easy for you to pick up any woman you want. Just work on yourself. Because men are judged differently. Men are judged by what they can provide. Women are judged by their beauty, so they have to maintain it. Men just have to build on themselves. So that's why when you become a high-value man, you don't even have to worry where these women are. These women are waiting on Instagram all day long for high-value men. Especially Robert De Niro. That lady is crazy. Exactly. She played herself. Let's go on to the next story because enough bigging up Robert De Niro. We got to go with Chloe Bailey. Now I don't know if some of y'all have seen Chloe Bailey, but when I was doing this story and I saw Chloe Bailey, I would have instantly started tricking on her. Shoot, I would be blushing. You would see the blushing on this black man's face. I don't know if you've seen Chloe Bailey, but if you have time, just look at her and you'll be like, she has a bathing suit. She looking fine. She in her 20s. She got money. Everything going for her. But once again, struggle love. I don't know what it is about this struggle love, this thug love, what it is about these women. They want these thuggos. She ain't got no kids, but surprised by who she dates. A rapper called Gunna, a no-name rapper. Another rapper, so a no-name rapper named Gunna is who you're gonna go out with, and you're looking fine like that. She could have picked up any well-known celebrity, but if you haven't seen what Chloe Bailey looks like, take 5 seconds off my stream and go and see what she looks like. I wish I could do it on my stream, but when I share my screen, it just goes to total, lagging mode. But yeah, if you've seen her, she looks hot. So she, looking hot like that with no kid, want to go out with some baby daddy with 3 different kids, and you want to be baby mama number 4. Because that's what's pretty much going to happen. He's going to go in there, hit it from the back. Gunna's just going to be hitting Chloe from the back, make her baby mama number 4, disappear, just vanish. And later on, she's going to come on social media and be like, what happened? These black men ain't no good. She's going to be complaining about Gunna and talking about, like, all black men ain't no good. And no, it's because you didn't pick the right black man. You looking that fine could have picked up any high-value man, especially you making that much money in your entertainment. You could have picked up even a doctor, a lawyer, if it's a therapist, any high-value man, even squares. But don't pick up a guy with 3 baby mamas thinking that you're the one. The only thing he's thinking about, and me too, is hitting it from the back. At least get it hit from the back from a high volume man that's going to take care of you. But anyways, guys, I hope y'all learned something today, because this is crazy. But yeah, man, I'm just going to go ahead and we're going to close out. And I think everything works on here. So I'm going to close out my video. Anything you'd like to leave, you can go ahead. Once again, thanks Glenn for giving me the super chat. I did use that money to good use. I didn't spend it on some midget strippers. I didn't take your money and spend it on some midget strippers. I took that money and I put it back into my studio and bought this legato streamer so I can go ahead and put sound effects like Kevin Stan. So I'd like to thank you once again. And we are out. I'm going to go ahead and play around with this.
Oh man, thank you guys for coming out for another live stream. I hope your Halloween goes very well. Don't worry, I'm just playing around. I'm just playing around with these sound effects. I'm having so much fun with this. Look out the screen.
What do you mean? Oh, they don't know? I went out with a bad boy, and now you're like me out here hanging. I'm baby mama number 5, and you didn't show up, you didn't sign that birth certificate. Now I gotta go and take a DNA test.
Girl, you should have known I ain't no good. I be hitting all these ladies on the back if you don't know who I am. Oh, that's what's going on. Alright guys, I think I had enough. This is awesome. Y'all need to get a legato streamer. If y'all don't have this sound effect board, this is awesome. Y'all need to get some of this. what happened there. Uh-oh. Nah, I just played around with y'all. If y'all still in the screen, y'all can just listen to me play around with my distant sound effects. Is buffering? I guess I can't put too much at the same time. Guys, over and out. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. This is William with another video from NIro, and I'm out. Bye-bye!